Loose women star hits back and claims Stacey Solomon refuses to work with her. Loose women star Denise Welch has hit back and claims Stacey Solomon refuses to work with her in a new interview. The panellist, 66, has starred alongside Source Your Life outstar Stacey on the program since 2016, which often involves heated debates. However, Denise has now called out one of those discussions after accusations they clashed. Recalling their disagreement on the ITV panel, Denise explained, "We had a discussion on a discussion show where you're supposed to discuss things and maybe disagree. So we disagreed on something. It was about young people and the work ethic. Since COVID, have Gen Z become a bit more lazy and a bit more entitled? It was one of those kind of loose women-night topics. And Stacey said something to do with nurses in the NHS, which provoked a great big reaction, and I actually agreed with her. And then afterwards, on Twitter, somebody said, Stacey Solomon went to the floor with Denise Welch. So of course, all the online press is that she wiped the floor with me." Denise continued on the Shenanigans podcast. "And then I got in from this thing at night, and I just happened to look, and one journalist said Stacey Solomon refuses to work with Denise Welch after the brutal row. And I put it on my stories, and I tagged the journalist in, and I just said, what gives you the right to make up a complete lie about a friend of mine, Stacey Solomon, where we had a disagreement on a show where we are encouraged to disagree about things. It's a talk show, and to say that she won't work with me." Anyway, she got back to me privately and said, "I would never do anything to upset you." And I said, "Well, hang on a minute, how do you think that made me feel? When you wrote Stacey will no longer work with Denise Welch, which was a complete lie, how do you think it made me feel?" And she said, "Oh, we were just picking up on fan comments." I said, "No, they're not fan comments, they're troll comments." This comes after Stacey revealed her ultimate dream was to quit TV and become a stay-at-home mom. The I'm a Celebrity and X Factor star said she wanted to have more time to spend with all of her kids, which was leading her to reconsider her work commitments. "Each year I have a team meeting with my agent and everyone on the team to say, what's your plan? What's your goal? Blah, blah, blah," she explained. And this year when they asked me my 5-year goal, I was like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. That is like my dream, my ultimate dream. I just want to be with my kids. She added, I mean, it is conflicting because I also want to fulfill my dreams and my goals and the things that I'm passionate about. Because if I don't have that, will I feel unfulfilled? Loose women viewers physically ill over vile and disgusting panel chat on live TV. Loose women viewers were shocked by the panel's discussion on body hair during the live ITV show. The presenter's chat turned to women growing excess hair in later life on Friday's show. 21 June with hosts Kay Adams, 61, Judy Love, 44, Linda Robson, 66, and Dame Kelly Holmes, 54, all weighing in with their views. Have you noticed increased body hair as you got older? Asked Kay at the start of the segment, explaining that 75% of women do so for various reasons, including menopause, hormonal changes, and certain medications. She then turned to Linda to say, "So, Linda, have you got bits sprouting where they shouldn't be sprouting?" Linda Robson went on to talk about her pubic hair, suggesting she previously had a lovely brown bushy, before adding, "Now all I've got is a few straggles. Oh my God, these are bent." Kelly explained as she approached Kay's chin, with Kay saying, "Well, make sure they're bent the right way." "Hold it out," Kelly instructed, adding, "I'm shaking," before she finally snipped the hair to huge cheers from the audience. But viewers at home were less than impressed by what they were watching, expressing their horror on X, formerly known as Twitter. "Why has this show descended into being gross?" asked one outraged fan, with another commenting, "Car crash death final. This is the weirdest episode EVR," said someone else, with a fourth person penny. "That's disgusting, just spat my brew out." And a fifth saying, This is vile and it's making me physically ill. A sixth person added, why did you show the tugging of a hair from a mole at lunchtime? Thanks so much for that. It's not the first time loose women has courted controversy. Earlier this month, fans were shocked at a comment made by veteran journalist Janet Welch, directed at fellow talk show panelist Denise Welch. The pair, along with Brenda Edwards and host Christine Lampard, were debating whether parents should pay their children to encourage them to pass exams when Janet boasted that she had earned 11 O levels at school. Ex-Coronation Street star Denise spoke about her own experience of education. When I was doing my O levels, my mom and dad could have offered me the world and I would have still climbed down the drainpipe to go and be with my boyfriend. I was also with regards revising and studying and it just wasn't for me. I managed to get 5 O levels, she added, only for Janet to interrupt and say, is that all? Denise then confessed that her exams were done in 2 sittings because she had to resin needlework. And just days before, the show descended into chaos as 2 panelists accidentally swore live on air, with Kay forced to apologize to TV viewers. The women discussed modern slang applications to kick off the episode, with Kay giving examples of modern terms largely used on social media, such as platty-jutes to refer to the Platinum Jubilee. The panelists weren't impressed by the new words and began to share old slang, while arguing it was better and made more sense. At the end of the chat, Janet asked, can I say asterisk this up? The audience began laughing, with Kay warning her co-star. Janet, the answer to that you asked me a question and no. The show then cut to an ad break, with no one addressing Janet's blunder. Having returned from the break, the group turned their focus to Brenda's fashion choice. She explained how she prefers jumpsuits over dresses, but her fellow panelists didn't agree with her. As Kay advocated for wearing dresses, she said, well, I mean, let's see be asterisk, 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 bye. She stopped herself at the end of the word and gasped as she realized what she'd said on live TV. Everybody is naughty on this panel today. You lot are naughty, Brenda said as everyone laughed. Denise joked, it's half-term Kay Adams. Loose women viewers cringed as they questioned guest Alexandra Burke's performance. Alexandra Burke joined the Loose Women panel to speak about life as a working mom, but viewers were left divided over her Sister Act performance. Alexandra Burke appeared on Loose Women on Tuesday, July 2, and he spoke to the panel about life as a hardworking mom of 2. The 35-year-old, who found fame on The X Factor in 2008, is currently starring in Sister Act, the musical at the Dominion Theatre in London. She plays the lead role of Delores Van Cartier, who was originally portrayed by Hollywood star Whoopi Goldberg in the 1992 smash-hit movie Sister Act. Speaking to the panel, which included host Carlin White, Colleen Nolan, Brenda Edwards, and Janet Street Porter, proud mom Alexandra explained her passion for performing and how she returned to work when each of her children were 2 months old. She confessed it is hard work at times, but sweetly added that she strives to be the best for her family. When her interview was over, the bad boy singer took to the stage and performed a song from Sister Act, the musical. Alexandra transformed into her Sister Act costume as she sang Fabulous Baby alongside 2 backup singers, but the performance left viewers divided. Taking to X, formerly known as Twitter, one viewer simply wrote, cringe hashtag goosebumps, while a second stated, possibly the worst rendition of that song I've ever heard, hashtag